seconds remaining.
Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the BTS series. It's finally time for the SEA Grand Finals Best of 5 Showdown. Of course, I'm LD, and I thought I had a co-caster. There he is. It's DJ Winter. Winter joining me for the cast. Best of 5 coming your way. All right, let's hop into it. It's oh, it's Reborn. That's not the game, guys.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, do I turn on voice for team, open mic?
Jeez, I don't even know actually. Let me take a look at that as well. Hashtag production value, audio, recording, open mic. I guess
Yeah, which
voice
one do I
team and
use?
voice party. I don't know,
Stream
Winter.
mic, push to talk.
Reserve time.
I don't know. I don't think you need to use push to talk. I think you just have to click one of those open mic buttons.
Okay, I'm clicking both. Actually, I can only choose one.
Okay, let's see how it goes.
Team.
So I heard there were a lot of issues in general with Dota TV. I know there were some problems in the European games when the patch got dropped. So if there are any issues for those who are watching there, do apologize. We'll try to get them sorted, but may just be a match where you have to watch on the stream. So anyway, with that said, Winter, best of 5. Let's get into the grand finals here. First departure, taking on FNATIC. And we're going to see a Leshrac first overall pick,
Yeah,
so he
you
does get through.
remember what I told you yesterday? I
10
said he will ban
seconds
PL, but he wouldn't ban Leshrac against FD.
Yes, the Disco
5
Goat.
seconds
Do you
remaining.
think this is going to come back to bite him?
You know, I'm not sure though, because
Reserve
when you
time.
have Leshrac, and if you don't have a mid player that can play it well, like CDAC during TI, then the pick doesn't feel so scary when you have it. And I haven't really seen FD pick Leshrac.
Okay. Well, let's keep an eye on it. For now, Gyro Clockwork for FNATIC, so very strong and opening here. Gives them some good team fight potential, good pickoff. And I think perhaps most importantly, Chrissy gets one of his absolute best heroes right now, if not the best, the Offlane Clockwork.
Yeah, it's really good against the Leshrac if you get a good game. So it's just in general very solid opening against the Leshrac, the Gyro and the Clockwork. Your lanes, like I mentioned, against FD you want to have good lanes, because yesterday they abused the fact that Satu Dua Tiga had very weak lanes and they did a lot of very smart laning phase to gain an advantage. So this time around FNATIC has Gyro and Clockwork, both cores that have very, very good laning phases. And they're gonna have a support which has quite a
10
weaker laning
seconds
phase, but
remaining.
Gyro can sort of compensate for that because you're a really strong laner as a carry.
5 seconds remaining.
Winter, Disruptor now grabbed up, so they get the strong team fight here. So supplementing it even
Reserve
further.
time.
First departure. Now also a pretty reliable way to cancel that charge with the Glimpse back. At least until a BKB comes out for the Spirit Breaker. And still an open question here. What does first departure want to go for? We've seen Miracle playing more of the hard carry yesterday, but prior to that he was generally just the Huskar, it felt like. So I'm curious to see if they go for that or if they feel like FNATIC are going to have the answers and don't. But for now, Winter, there is not much single target lockdown here, or burst damage really, so it could be a Huskar game if they think it would work.
Yeah, I think these three heroes are really bad versus Huskar. And right now FD have the 4th and final pick at this phase. So if the next hero pops up and you think it's a good Huskar game, Huskar can be a pick right away at the 4th junction, the 4th hero for FD. So this is going to be interesting to see what FNATIC go for here. If they go for something that's too spell heavy, Huskar would be a very strong pick for FD in the next pickup that they have.
Earthshaker now grabbed by first departure, so securing a little bit of initiation here in case the cow can't get in. They've got
And
the Tauren to do it.
It's just you have Shaker plus Lash. This is I think the premier duo for Leshrac in the
10
lane. It
seconds
just makes
remaining.
Leshrac so more scarier when you have an Earthshaker roaming around.
5 seconds
Can't really go wrong with that,
remaining.
even though the opponent has a Clockwork. And generally Clockwork is picked against Earthshaker and
Reserve
Leshrac.
time.
But I still think Earthshaker plus Leshrac in the laning phase can actually deal so much damage. Especially against a Shadowfiend
Dire
with a
team
Spirit Breaker. But it's still Radiant, so even though if he falls behind, as long as the supports are helping him with stacking, he should be fine.
Yeah, you always have that comeback potential. Shadowfiend now picked up by FNATIC. So that could be the
Huskar
Mushi
is-
hero.
Huskar is a really tasty pick here.
Yeah, he is feeling pretty good.
And you pick Huskar here, you ban AA
10
right away
seconds
after.
remaining.
And
I
then
wonder
you're
how
like,
much of like a psychological factor there is here where
5 seconds
you know,
remaining.
maybe they feel like it just won't work against Fnatic the way it does against some of the lesser SEA teams.
It's not about against who you're picking it. It's just about the lineup, whether it fits the lineup and whether it's good against the opposing team's lineup. I think it doesn't really matter who you're playing. If they have a lineup that's weak against Huskar, you just pick it. No questions asked. And Fnatic have been recently going for more, you know. They go for SF Gyro or a lot in their games, and if they don't get PLAM, they go for Gyro plus SF. A lot of spell damage. They're leaving it to the last pick.
I
So,
think
which-
if they ban the AA like you said, then we know what's coming.
Yeah. Well, it's if they ban the AA, it's kind of obvious, right? And you don't want to make it obvious. And the good thing is they have the last pick, so they don't really need to ban the AA. So if you're Fnatic, do you
10
actually pick
seconds remaining.
the AA? I mean, it's sort of
5
good with the
seconds
clockwork,
remaining.
but then their supports will be Disruptor plus AA. Your support duo is Disruptor plus AA. Is very
Reserve
weak. You
time.
can't really gank. Both of them need levels, and it's kind of greedy because both of them are heavy team fights. And who is going to be roaming to get kills or do stuff in the early game? No one. And you'll be relying on solely the clockwork to be handling that duty of making space. So it might be too greedy to just straight away pick Disruptor plus AA here.
Yeah, let's see if they even consider the Huskar anyway, and that maybe not something First Departure wants to
I
go
know.
for.
It feels good to me.
Yeah, it feels good. They are dire, so that Roche potential is also pretty delicious, I would say, for the Singaporean squad. And Fnatic now working on that 5th ban, taking their sweet time. Did anyone disconnect? Yes, actually, a couple players did, but it looks like they're all back in. So, just Mushi winding down the clock here while he tries to get inside the head of Mr.
think-
Miracle.
He's actually considering that if he wants to ban Huskar here. Otherwise, he wouldn't be taking so much time. And you know, like the benefit of having a Huskar.
Yep. Good
Okay.
call.
Dire team back.
The benefit of having a Huskar is also because you have an Earthshaker roaming, so Huskar alone can deal with the clockwork.
Yeah, that's
And
true. He's such a strong laning hero versus
You free up,
most,
you
and
free up
especially
a
the
lot
melee.
of space of the supports. You know, supports can be roaming more when
10
you have a
seconds
Huskar on the lane
remaining.
because he's self-sufficient as a carry.
First Departure will ban the Naga.
That's a really good ban though, because it allows them to set up the Naga plus Gyro and Disruptor. And
What are you
SF is-
thinking now for First Departure, Winter?
Let's see what
We've
Fnatic
talked so much
pick.
about Huskar, and then he just gets banned, so...
Let's see what they pick first. You have to, if you're FD, you're just gonna wait for the last
Yeah.
pick, see what they go for. So they go for their, this is their favorite hero for net.
I was thinking like
Lion.
a Storm or an Anti-Mage, but maybe too melee heavy with the Anti-Mage, and now there is a Lion and Disruptor to lock
Lion
him
and
down.
Disruptor are like two of the best supports to kill Storm. Maybe not. I think they can actually just do. Let's see. I was thinking whether if they want to do aggro try, like because it's against Lion and Disruptor. Lion and Disruptor is weak
10
at the start.
seconds
Then they can
remaining.
pick a carry that's self-sufficient. Okay, that's so they're actually gonna be doing maybe aggro try because Queen is self-sufficient. Queen versus Clock is good matchup. So they'll put fixers on the Queen. Actually no, fixers is actually playing the Lash. So Miracle will be playing the safe lane Queen. It actually works either way though. If they want to put Queen against Clock or Lash Rock against Clock, it's still fine. Since SB will be able to gank mid regardless if it's a Lash or Quap against the SF. But if you are looking to dominate the SF more, I think Lash Rock will be able to dominate the Shadowfiend more in the lane.
Queen of
So
Pain will
the
round
interest-
things out here, so they don't really have much in the way of a traditional carry, Winter.
Yeah, they are looking to win the lanes because we've seen this from, remember the games against Satu Dua Tiga when Satu Dua Tiga pick Ayo and Earthshaker, they have very weak supports. It's not as
10
weak, I mean,
seconds remaining.
Disruptor and Lion is not as weak as Ayo plus Earthshaker, but they are still greedy supports
5
that
seconds
excel
remaining.
really well when they get their level. So I wouldn't count that out for FD where they run some sort of aggro tri lane or at least at the very least Spirit Breaker plus Witch Doctor dual lane and Earthshaker is roaming around trying to do his own thing, helping primarily the middle lane and the off lane. So I could see that working for FD, gaining an advantage through the laning phase.
So, oh, it changes all your hotkeys back. That's kind of annoying.
What hotkeys?
It seems like, well, the spectator hotkeys. It keeps the other ones. Where's my courier? Okay.
What spectator hotkeys? You might need to let me know so I can change mine.
Well, you didn't even know they existed. There's like buttons to bring up the last hits and stuff.
Oh, isn't it like just QW something Y? Y is for network. Oh, they changed it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It resets so it mirrors whatever your normal hotkeys are, which was not how it worked in the original.
It's actually fine for me. Y is net worth and W is last hits, so it's okay for me. I don't know. Mine is fine.
Oh, my camera's moving really fast as well.
Does the numbers reflect the same speed from source 1? Because it's numbers now, the camera speed and the camera.
Where is it? This? I don't know. I guess so. I guess it just reflects this. Oh, it's not all the way to the left. Let's see.
It feels normal to me, so I guess it should be fine.
Woo! Yeah, I don't know. It feels different, but it's okay. I'm just observing.
The heroes look a bit. The graphics is like a bit weird, but I can deal with that.
It doesn't look as different as I thought it would, though, I have to say.
Doesn't it look like lower quality to you, with the same setting?
Maybe check your video settings. I don't know. I think it looks. I don't think it looks better, which to me is.
Do you have the normal maps ticked? There's this setting called normal maps.
Where?
And high quality dashboard.
Oh, dude! If you click the like menu button and then you click too quickly before it like loads, it just kicks you back into the game. Sorry, video.
Yeah, that's normal maps. Do you see the box for normal maps? Do you know what it does?
No, I have everything checked off though. Apply.
Okay, whatever.
I'm pretty useless for this. Maybe Cyborg Matt can help. Help me, Cyborg Matt. You're my only hope. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time. The grand finals of the Beyond the Summit Southeast Asia Cup. Our first of 18 cups to come, spread across 3 regions, 6 per region. We'll have 5 more for Southeast Asia over the next year. And its first departure, taking on FNATIC. Winner walks away with $5,000. Loser, still a pretty penny, $3,000 for only a handful of matches. So we're happy to support the Southeast Asian scene. Looking forward to getting the America Cups as well as the Europe ones underway in the coming months. But with that said, let's introduce the teams. First departure, Dire side, you've got Hana, or Call, playing the Spirit Breaker. Fixers on the left track. Lubby will be handling your Earthshaker. Kai, the Witch Doctor, and Miracle rounding out the Singaporean squad. And then you've got, well, an international team, but primarily the Malaysians. Winter, it's Mushi on the Shadow Fiend. Net playing the Lion. Ohio, now on that support role as the Disruptor. Black looking good here. Very nice gyrocopter set. Might be mine on the gyro, and that rounds things out as Chrissy on the Clockwork in the offlane.
I miss you saying the Malaysian sensation.
Oh yeah, I haven't used that in a while. Maybe I'll bust it out if the mood strikes.
So they actually gave the sentry. They both TP, right? Net and Hana TP to the lane, and Hana has a sentry before that. So and he saw Net not placing a ward in the lane, so he gave the sentry back, I think, to the Shaker. So yeah, this is what I mentioned the other day when I was casting with you. I think teams have to start doing this. They need to get a sentry to the offlaner at the start and just make sure that Net doesn't place the ward and you can actually deward it.
Yeah, they definitely are getting aggressive here with the wards per usual for FNATIC, and they don't have the bounty hunter. I guess that's the big thing here, is that I think Net had it 2 out of their last 3 games, and it makes it so much easier to ward. As they will make a go here on Mushi off the bat. The cask is going to bounce back to him. A bit of early damage here. Now even centurying in the lane, so there is no Radiant ward right now, so I won't actually connect on that.
So you should still be able to do the clockwork stuff, right, on this map? Oh, he's in trouble.
Oh, is the map actually different in any way?
I don't know, it looks a bit different, you know, here, where you can do it on the Radiant. It looks a bit different though. Doesn't it look weird to you? It's not identical.
Yeah, everything feels slightly off. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. You know, it's like
this one looks the same.
You started drinking a little bit, you know, and you're feeling a little woozy. Like, that's just kind of how the map feels right now. It's something I can't quite place. That's just a little strange.
It's the graphics, I think, mainly.
Mushi, gotta be careful here. Leshek almost killing him down to 8 HP. I'm not sure he did the math, Winter.
So the lanes are actually turning out really good for FD, as I expected. They have much better laning. Spirit Breaker and Witch Doctor there, allowing actually the Spirit Breaker to take a lot of farm and last hits in the lane compared to Clockwork. Clockwork so far has only 1 CS. He's almost level 3. Has enough gold for boots, but he doesn't have as much of the last hits as Spirit Breaker because he didn't really receive much help.
Now this rune gonna spawn soon, and Chrissy is making the rotation to the top. 2-minute rune will go to Mushi, and he definitely needed it. He's not been having a fun time mid. Almost gets killed, harassed heavily, but all of a sudden he's healthy, he's happy, and Mushi still having 6 CS to his name.
It's kind of the tail of laning against the Lash, right? You're gonna get harassed.
Yeah, I mean this is just not a 1v1 matchup. Oh, unless you start missing stuns like that, then maybe Mushi can take the lane. But Net doing a good job here of securing Mushi's early farm, and more importantly, perhaps preventing him from dying.
Yeah, I'm actually going to wait and see when the Shaker will decide to help middle, at least get a kill. So far he dropped 1 creature at top lane against the Clockwork, forcing the south, but didn't really get a kill. So I'm gonna see where. I think a lot of the kills will depend where the Shaker goes. He's the one that's gonna make the kills happen.
For now, he's trying to deal with the Clockwork in the off lane, but Chrissy is, with the Rocket Flare skilled up, Lubby not particularly afraid of him. Maybe he should be, though. The auto attacks for the Clockwork a bit better. Has to watch that rotation for Miracle, though, and is going to back off in the end. While First Departure getting aggressive here in the Radiant safe lane, but they are not stopping the Gyro from farming Winter. He's 20 and 6 already. So Aya will get charged. Caught out a bit. Where's that Gyrocopter? He's coming in. 2 hero stun. Engage. They commit for this one. They're going to get the first blood, but it may cost them on the way out. Looks like Kai will at least be the trade here. Now the Spirit Breaker also running. There is a Lion Stone available momentarily elsewhere on the map. There's aggression up top where Miracle gets caught out in the cog. Chrissy's going in for this. He may get a double kill if they're not careful. Salving up on Miracle. Chrissy gets it done. 2v1. He will die to Miracle, but well worth it. As the Spirit Breaker continues to run. Ring around the rosy here. Pocket's not full of posies. I swear I got nothing. Too bad. Down he goes. 3-2 the score when the dust settles. Just chaos all over the map. And meanwhile, not done yet. Mushi may go down next as well. Auto attacks, lightning, 1 more auto attack. Mushi has been slain. 6 kills in 30 seconds.
So,
welcome to Dota 2.
FP got the first blood bottom, but they traded 2 heroes. Top lane, Clockwork traded 1 for 1. So actually, Clockwork got more because he got the kill first. So overall, I think FT came out slightly on top. They got first blood and a kill on the SF.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And especially getting the kill mid. Like, you get a kill as Leshrac versus Shadow Fiend. Now he's level 6. And Mushi's 4.5. He's not even close to 5.
This is just... It's just a really hard matchup though, SF and against Lesh. Very, very difficult matchup.
And he keeps on threatening to go in here. Doesn't actually have the boots picked up yet. Not sure. They on the
career is busy, my friend. Working overtime for Boss Miracle.
Of course, classic Miracle. Safe lane farmer Quap still stealing the courier from his mid.
He's going in. Oh, he has 4 stick charges. I think he got the kill. Is it a second point poison?
Oh, Kai moving in. Almost gets net. The smoke will break. Just kind of slides away.
Okay, that was close. He didn't manage to kill the Clockwork, the poison. Clockwork had a tangle, so he barely survived. So the warding is going to come out against the SF.
They do see Net here. Mushi's moving into position. He starts farming neutrals. Oh, hello. I guess it's an Earthshaker, but they don't have the Leshrac in position right now. Kai getting caught up by the Witch Duck, or by the Lion, rather, taking a lot of damage. Leshrac moving into position. This is not really the best initiation from First Departure. And now they may get punished here on the way out. The Glimpse is available, bringing Fixers back towards the tower, where the Raises and Stun are waiting, and FNATIC get a crucial kill, taking down the prized Disco Pony.
There was a little bit of overcommitment there, but I understand why they're actually going in, because they know that the SF is having a hard time in the lane. The intention was the correct intention. It was just a little bit too much of forcing the issue. The Leshrac just came in and tried to drop a stun when he didn't have vision. And the Disruptor coming in at the right time to actually ensure that the overextension got punished. So overall, I think FNATIC reacted very well towards the pressure.
And meanwhile, Winter, there is a quintuple stack here in the Radiant jungle.
Is that how you say it? Quintuple? 4?
Yeah. It means like it's 5. A stack of 5. This is a lot of gold. What's that? Like Over 1,000 for sure, I would say. Or close to 1,000? Close to 1,000.
One stack is 200 gold average.
That's just a free... Well, what is Mushi? I guess it's like at least a mech component. It's a free buckler, basically.
Oh, he actually goes for the ring first here. I thought he's going for threads first. You want to have a little bit more HP against...
No, dude. It's the vaunted Tranquil Boot Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, buddy. Chrissy tried to TP out. There is no enchant totem to cancel this, so he gets away with something.
Yeah, that's why some of the players, they actually like to get 111 as Shaker support, level 3. Sometimes it would pay off. Sometimes.
And Mushi just off to the jungle now. They're giving the mid lane to Ohio. He's already level 5 here. It's 7 minutes in. Even though they started with a bit of a tri-lane bottom after that early support mid.
Yeah, this is looking really good for FNATIC. Even though I thought that FD were doing very well at the start, but the exchanges they had didn't really... Even though they were slightly on top, they caught the SF, but that overextension from the Lash gave away a lot of experience towards the Disruptor. And if you look at the levels on the Lion and the Disruptor right now, they're both level 5. Witch Doctor is level 3, Earthshaker is level 3 and almost hitting 4. So the FNATIC supports, I think, will be able to do... Obviously, with their heroes, will be able to do much more than the Witch Doctor and Shaker when it comes to team fight, when they hit level 6. So this is going to be a very crucial timing where I think FNATIC will be stronger once they have both the ultimates on the Lion and the Disruptor. And the mech should come out at around the same timing. So mech plus both ultimates on the 2 supports.
Meanwhile, Mushi gets the tread, so he will complete a more basic item here. Still a ways off the mech, but as you mentioned.
Treads is just so good on SF, right? Because of the stats and how you have more mana to use the race. I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, it was just weird that he got the Ring of Regen, which is not... It's not really like the best standalone item.
Yeah, I think that's weird too, but...
Oh, they changed the ward. The little timer is red now.
Where?
That's interesting.
What
the
time?
dire wards have
okay,
you know the little timer that shows when it expires?
Yeah, I saw it. I see it now. Okay, that's cool.
Everything just prettier. Dota 2 feels weird. Someone's telling me that supposedly the hero models are 5% smaller and the map is 5% larger, according to some dude on Reddit. I'm not sure if I believe it, but that is what I'm being told. Because you mentioned the map feels a little weird.
Yeah, you should believe the Disruptor is level 6 now and trying to set up a kill.
You know what? They do feel a little bit smaller. They are making the go on the mid lane, as you mentioned, with the glimpse play from Ohio. Beautiful takedown.
And that is a big play.
They had the ward here, giving them the vision even back towards the tower.
That is a super big kill for them. And top lane Chrissy is going in for the Shaker.
With the hook shot, finds out the Earthshaker. There's no Queen of Pain here right now. Nobody's home. Hello, Lubby. Would you like a piece of my shovel? Yes, sir. Chrissy, we'll take him down. As usual, making plays in the off lane.
And he always gets those type of kills like this though. All the time.
And if he doesn't, he always rotates. He never just sits there or keeps on going back and dying. Charge on the black bottom. Miracle looking to spring the trap, but not really the easiest kill as Black has already gone for his completed treads. Nearly 1,000 HP.
I have 6 on the Lion too. This dive has to be... If they don't get a kill, it's easy for Lion to get the return kill with the finger here. So they have to be very careful with their rotations. They really want to use the Sonic Wave for Miracle.
We'll TP the Witch Doctor back in the end. So another failed smoke gank for first departure.
This rune. Okay, they get a kill on the SB with the finger. So this rune will be the most useful rune for the Queen, I think. He took the rune, he blinked backwards, and he activated the Invis. He's gonna walk past the sentry, but there wasn't vision there. He's looking for the SF, but SF is all the way back home. Consolation kill on the Disruptor, maybe.
Maybe. He's got his ultimate, though. Miracle has to be ever so careful with this one, but they have 3 heroes now. Fissure's going to set it up. Miracle just waiting for him to walk back away from the tower. Still not wanting to engage. Looks like they're trying to bait more rotations as the charge comes onto Ohio. He does have a glimpse available here, as well as that ward, so probably sees it coming. Drops the static storm, quick reaction. I think they knew there was someone giving him vision, and Miracle will end up going down. The charge connects on Mushi, gets the bash. Now the Pulse Nova just ripping through Mushi's armor. He'll end up dropping a 2-for-1 exchange, and meanwhile on the cogs, Chrissy has arrived, but this may not be the fight he's looking for. It looks like he'll get the Earthshaker, or at least Lion. No finger, but has the 2 heroes done, cancels the charge. Chrissy survives, Net making the plays, and now Fixer's in danger. Callout's gonna connect on him. Yes, it will, and down he goes. Chrissy securing the kill. 3-for-2 exchange.
He waited to cast his Impale. He waited for the Spirit Break. He TP it down. He didn't cast his stun right away. He was just very patient. He waited for the charge and then he stunned both of them. Well played, man. Patience.
Look at this. Blink
Patience
dagger.
Is gold.
Oh my
Patience is
god.
gold. It rewards him with a blink now.
Yes.
Damn.
That was very blink and a mech. Oh boy. Game is going to be hard now for first departure,
Game
dare I
is
say
hard.
it.
Game is super hard, my friend.
And Chrissy is just being a dick now. Throwing rockets at the poor Shaker. Trying to mess up these stacks.
He's doing his job.
Yeah, he's not a nice guy, though.
I'm sure you will call him a nice guy if he's your teammate.
Yeah, probably. They're looking to stack the ancients now. The hook shot's used. Chrissy's gonna find the disco goat in the river. He doesn't get off the cogs right away. Not sure if he wants to. He's looking maybe for the pushback, and Pulse Nova's still flowing. They get another kill. The ward pays off, but now Lubby glimpses back, caught in the static storm. FNATIC finding the openings and making it 12-5. A big lead. 7,500 gold, 6k experience it seems, and this is with Black going for more of that economy-oriented build. Things are looking up for the Malaysians.
Are fortified. Dire's middle tower.
Well, this is the time where you just try to go stop your aggression, I think. You need to farm BKBs on... They need triple BKBs, honestly. On the SB, Queen, and Lash. And Lash is not going to go first item BKB, so it's going to take a while before they can fight. And the ward, excellent ward again.
They glimpse him back. It looks like they could have tried to engage for that, but...
That was weird. I thought they would actually try and kill him.
Yeah, they didn't have hook shot, but Finger was ready. So yeah, that's a little surprising they don't go there. Mushi gets caught out mid. Can they burst him before he pops the mech? He's got stick charges as well. Net too slow. Seconds before Mushi Boss could be saved, and now it's going to cost Net his life perhaps. He gets hexed up and won't be able to get out anyway. And that ends up going down. Hook shot just barely off the mark. Chrissy, a rare miss from him as they glimpse back Miracle. Hana commits for this one, but he tanks the rocket barrage. Oh, jukes his way back. Lightning coming through again. Black doesn't have that BKB. Echo Slam. Now an enchant totem. Almost finishing off. Pox the stick. Won't make it out. First departure. Just when you think things are looking really bleak, they strike back, getting 3 unanswered kills.
That was a really rare misplay from them, though. They missed the hook shot, plus SF didn't get Mac and Requiem off. That was huge, and he had 13 magic wand. I think that would have been big if he was able to pop his Mac and wand. And at the very least, maybe turn and drop his ultimate. I think that would actually totally won them the fight. Because if you look at the aftermath of the team fight, SB and Queen and Lash were like all at half HP. If the SF were to be able to drop at least one spell off, I think they win the fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That really chops into the lead that FNATIC has, as it takes away about a third of their advantage. Just one quick fight, and still Mushi, like you mentioned, he didn't get the mech off. If he does, it still feels like FNATIC's gonna be easily able to hold their own in these fights.
Yeah, they would just be able to win the fight convincingly if he was able to drop his mech. And here comes the charge again. FD not going to let loose of his aggression.
Chrissy moving forward. He will isolate the Spear Breaker, but he's rather tanky. Finger's available. Who are they going to drop it on? Static Storm now committed just to kill off Kai, and the hook shot coming through. Kai will drop as well. They get 2 off the bat. Fixer's now into the tree line, and Miracle engaging onto Mushi. They're going to need perfect chain stun if they hope to bring him down. Now Lion blinks forward. Finds Lubby, gets clipped by an enchant totem. Pulse Nova starts going. Fixer's right on the boundary of this one. It's going to melt down the Lion, but not enough to deal with Mushi Boss, who mechs up the team. Turns on the Miracle. Got glimpse back. One more raise would do it. Looks like he may be able to blink out here. Down to the south.
Black
Stops to farm a creep.
Black probably could have finished him though. Didn't really. I think maybe the glimpse wasn't so. I'm not sure.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Miracle, no TP for 28. He may go down here, Winter.
Rocket flare is 5 seconds.
Not sure if they realize exactly where he is. They should have a very good idea, though, considering the tower's still up. So, good luck, Miracle. But the rocket, no, they actually thought he went even farther down. Miracle. A bit of a Houdini maneuver here. Looks like he will make it out.
Maybe with the next rocket? He's gonna have one soon.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if Mushi just randomly raises the trees. Doesn't happen.
So they place a ward there, but that's a sentry, so too bad. But in that fight, the Queen didn't have Sonic Wave though. I think it's a really big spell that...
Elsewhere, Chrissy again finding Lubby, just preying on this pitiful Earthshaker.
Yeah, they had vision, they saw the Shaker though, so it was thanks to wards again. And top lane, they're going in.
Turning on Call, who's kind of caught out here, as well as Fixers. Trapped on the Static Storm kinetic field, raised into submission. Another
Glimpse.
last hit going the way of the
giving him
Clockwork.
vision for the glimpse.
Trying for it. They do get it on the Witch. Oh, no, sorry. It wasn't the Witch Doctor. It was Miracle that they caught out, and he tries to blink away. Will retreat successfully for now, but there's another blink. There is another stun. They could commit further, and the Witch Doctor doesn't have the same luck. He'll get caught. Well, I say luck, but 4 dead, and things just not looking good for first departure. FNATIC, they're just so good at getting these pickoffs.
It's their team fight composition though. If you look at their composition, they have much more AoE damage. They can take a team fight and kill your heroes faster, whereas FD's heroes, if you look at their heroes, they probably do more damage when the fight is more prolonged, you know. Because Lightning Storm and the Queen Blink Fan, they're gonna go in on Ohio here.
Commits the ultimate, and with the charge connecting, will get the kill, but...
That is actually not very worth it though, for the Sonic Wave. And right now, the Disruptor respawns in 30 seconds. FNATIC can just right away go for a brand new objective because the Sonic Wave is down.
Chrissy has hookshot, and they
the
still have that ward up. They may make a go here on the Fixers. Rocket coming in, now the hook. Oh, it hits the creep actually, but still vacuums him in, courtesy of the cogs. Now popping the blade, now Fixers got to make sure that Pulse Nova stays off, buddy. Gets pushed out of the cogs, and the Fissure kind of in an awkward situation there where it forced him to move, but he ends up getting out in the end.
Yeah, it's the same scenario when you're trying to cast, I think, a Sprout. It works the same way when someone is caught in the cogs. You actually move the target because I think that's how the engine works, right? When there's no more space, it pushes the hero out of the constricted area. So that was a really close call for the Lash, but things are not going to be improving until they have their BKBs, which is a long way to go.
And even when they get the BKBs, the Shadow Fiend is gonna have some right click. And you look at Black as well. Picked up the Yasha, 1,500 gold in the bank, and he's farming a big ancient stack now. So even though they're more of spread damage carries Winter, it seems like they're getting far enough ahead that they'll have some right click items by the time those BKBs are active.
Yeah, it's the strength of the draft, right? When you have a SF and Gyro, it's a mixture of spell damage and physical damage, and here comes the smoke, but they see it.
Oh, Chrissy, again the man in first, the 3-hero Ravage from Net, connecting on everyone, and now there comes the finger. They'll get the quick kill. Kai trying to retreat his way out of here. Glimpse is available, sucking him back in. Queen of Pain also dropping on the other side of the fight. The Urn Charge gets it done. Well, if there were any questions if Net still has it, Winter, let me tell you, he still has it.
Who said that he actually lost his touch? He's always been this good as life.
He was off the radar. I don't think anyone said he lost his touch, but people kind of forgot about that.
Break. Everyone needs a break.
Yeah.
You need a break. You need a Red Bull.
I'm drinking coffee.
He needs his cigarette.
Is he a big coffee guy or caffeine guy?
No. He's a caffeine cigarette person.
Oh, okay. They don't really give you energy though, right? It's more like you just need the cigarette to feel normal.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Depressing thoughts here, but also depressing for first departure. But maybe they can turn this one around. They do get the 2-hero charge, connecting and bringing down the supports. Can they fight into the cores though? Mushi still has a BKB. Oh, this is a dangerous fight, Winter. There's also a call down. They could easily get 5-hero wiped if they're not careful. The charge goes past Mushi on towards Black. Meched up, kept alive. There's no Requiem for now, though. Haystern is at the bottom side. Mushi BKBs as the Fissure comes out. Didn't actually connect on him, and Miracle will be bullied back. 3v5, but they still can't kill anyone else.
The clock actually TP'd that, though. I think maybe he probably should have stayed a little bit longer first, because he could have actually turned the fight there when the SV charged in if he still had hookshot, so he just left at the start of, like, when they were retreating. Probably shouldn't have left so early. Would have at least helped the SF, but at least the SF didn't die, but he was forced to use his BKB charge and didn't get a kill out of that. Still all good for FNATIC.
And now Mushi getting the Blink Dagger, so also picking up the Force Staff here for Mr. DJ Chrissy, your brother from another mother. You guys are both DJs.
Man, that's his name. That is actually his name.
Oh, are those his initials? DJ?
Yeah, his name is some D something Moompass. It's just his initials. I can't read his name. It's a very difficult name to pronounce, but it's basically his initials.
And now Bloodstone at long last acquired by Fixers. Feels a bit underwhelming, but you never know. Good fighter, too. They might be able to start racking up the charges, Winter. Turn this back. FNATIC are smoking, looking to keep First Departure firmly on the back foot as they move on towards Miracle. Trapped out in the mid lane, potentially Static Storm's there, as well as the kinetic field. He's not getting out of this one for free. Kai tries to turn with the Death Ward, going on to Black. He's been really deep. Black's in too far. He will end up dying. The rest of the team kind of scratching their heads, not sure how to help him there. They will lose Ohio as well, and Mushi rather slow to arrive at this fight, even though he's hasted. He's not finding a way in yet. Fissure will prevent him from getting in deeper. Has the Blink Dagger available. May commit here onto Hana. Charges himself back, so a 2 for 2. But Mushi's not done yet. Spreading his wings and hunting the Spirit Breaker. Does make it out in the end.
Oh, that was still a really good exchange for FD 2 for 2. They got more from that and they killed the gyro. He was like, I think maybe too deep into his team. His team was like not ready to follow up. He was just way too deep. I think if they played the situation perfectly, they would still win the fight. Anyway,
if he has a BKB there, it's different. But yeah, without BKB, he can't be in like that.
He is... How far is he off the BKB?
Does he have the component? No, just the Mithril Hammer.
Still quite far. But if they can actually win a fight or take a tower, take a Roche, then it'll speed up his BKB timing. I think he just needs to play safe though, and not dive in first. Wait for his team to go in, then he comes in after.
Mushi on the move here, top lane. Creeps are marching in. Looks like they may get the tier 2 top. FNATIC trying to close this map up a little bit more.
LB, I see his BKB. It's here.
Where is it?
Here, the stack.
Oh. It's like, I checked the courier. What are you talking about? That pretty much is, that's another component for sure. And they'll get the tower here as well, it seems. Uncontested, FNATIC in great position. Pop ult this mid lane, but still First Departure yet to take a tower, Winter. That's pretty unusual at 24 minutes in, especially with the Leshrac.
They're charging in top. They saw the clock TPing out, but yeah, they're still not going to take the fight. I think they desperately need the BKB on the SB. I think is the biggest thing because he's their primary initiator, and without a BKB, he can't go in. He's very close to it. I think you even give this lane of creeps to the SB. Don't take the creeps, man. This Lesh not even wanting to share the creeps with him.
I mean, I think he's just sitting here like, I'm Lesh and I'm not 20-1. What's going wrong this game? I need my farm.
He has Glimmer Cape though, so it's a soft solution towards all the spell bursts, but I kind of feel that down the road, he needs to get a BKB somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that really shut him down though, like Static Storm, the Clockwork, still very disruptive if he isolates him in the fights.
You say Static Storm, but I think the Clockwork and his Blade Mill is the pain.
That is definitely the worst of the... If there's one thing you want to avoid, it's getting caught by the clock. They still don't have a Force Death, actually. I guess there's no natural carrier for it, but there's no solution for those cogs.
You can consider getting a Shaker, the Force Staff on the Shaker, I think. But who else is actually going to get the Force Staff? Witch Doctor is the position 7 warder, so he's not going to get a Force Staff.
You're talking like a Force Staff on the Shaker, but if you do that, well, this is like a 50-minute Blink Dagger at that point. So I don't know if they want to give that Blink up. Might be their only chance of winning a team fight.
You can't have everything. You choose. He's going to go Dagger because he's so desperate in farming it. But they are going to get the BKB on the Gyro. The SF has Aegis. I mean, they can just go for Rex right now. And Shaker has, I think, 1 minute to farm his Blink. Might even have to force to sell his... Yeah, he's gonna sell his Magic Wand. Too bad. The fight is coming. He can't really farm the dagger, too bad. This is just very unfortunate.
The new ramp looks weird. This ramp bottom? It does feel bigger.
Didn't people say the mid lane as well? The river in the mid lane is bigger or something, the ramp?
That one I don't see it as much, but I would believe it.
They say it's much closer to what you have in Dota 1.
I think they actually did slightly change the hero. It feels like the heroes are smaller. Now that someone mentioned it, I'm starting to notice
it. That is getting charged.
And that
Are
is
they
on the
gonna get
run
it?
here, getting caught
Gem.
out a bit.
That's a
Fissure
gem.
will prevent him from getting any sort of hex off and quickly gets dealt with. First departure, a much needed pickoff. Now they're going to BKB, a Gauntlets of Strength hitting the deck as Call tries to retreat successfully with the gem. They force out the Mushi BKB, everybody continuing to run away. This is where you really need your clockwork to find his opening, but he's already used the hook shot and hasn't gotten a whole lot accomplished. Black is going to stand strong for now. Deathboard coming out, Glimpse will cancel it. Probably the way that he wants to go, straight back. Get out of there, man, retreat. As the chase continues, on to Fixers, forced to delete himself by the Bloodstone Suicide. Hana will escape with the gem, but it's a 2 for 1.
Just saying.
What's that?
Clockwork's godlike.
He's KS'd a few with these rockets, I'm not going to lie, but he's earned it. He's done a good job elsewhere.
He deserves it. He deserves it's like, take the KS if I'm his teammate. You work your ass for our team.
It's a double damage clock now. Pounding away at this tower mid is Mushi. Stand strong. Still has the Aegis available, as you mentioned earlier. They do get their Queen of Pain BKB. There's no death ward for this fight, but they're going in anyway. Hook shot's going to come through. Isolates that Witch Doctor on the backside of the fight. They do bring down Black quickly. But is it going to be enough? This is a double damage clock. He may even start auto-attacking other heroes. The Spirit Breaker finishes off a second. Now gets the bash on Mushi. That's going to cost him the Aegis. Has the BKB Requiem, though. They can still win this fight. Finger on to Call. BKB. Watch for the Spirit Bomb. It hits 2 for almost maximum damage. Miracle tries to blink away. Almost made it out, but not quite able to. Mushi on a mega kill streak. 4 down. All the big ultis used, and they are looking for their first lane of racks.
They're not even trying to buy back. I think they needed to buy back the FD to defend, but... Oh, force off. What a player. No dust.
Chrissy, what a player indeed. Forcing Fixers into his cogs, but this time it won't matter. Didn't quite up the fault. May end up going down, but it secured them the lane of racks.
Oh no, that's a big kill.
That's a godlike streak. And it goes to the Leshrac, and he gets the Bloodstone charge. Suddenly, 3,000 gold.
That didn't work out in the end because he didn't have the force off to get out. It was so weird, you know, we were like talking about, oh, what a player, then it was actually his downfall.
I still say what a player, even though he dies there, because that's a next level play in general.
Yeah, but it gave away. The next level play gave away the opponent like 1,000
Okay,
gold.
no one ever said they don't backfire once in a while. You must risk everything for maximum gain.
So that's how you do your business.
I don't risk everything. I don't think that's a good way to necessarily live your daily life, but in Dota anyway, why not? Worst case scenario, you lose a game. This is the BTS Cup, Winter. It's the series. It's time to experiment. It's also BO5, so no matter what, they've got some insurance here.
If you are my team captain, I'm gonna like you. Guys, let's just try something out. BO5, we can lose 2 games.
I don't know if it's a winning mentality, but it's a little more chill, I guess. But FNATIC are still in a great position. They got the lane of racks. Actually didn't finish off the rage, but it's at half HP now. And they still lead by 15,000 gold, 8,000 experience. Mushi completes a Scotty. Black up to 3k can build towards his first big damage item.
Question for you.
Yes, what's your question?
One super big important question. Why does the Roche timer look different? How do you rate this? It's different, right, from the old one? Because they already used the AAs, and this timer doesn't look right.
Respawns in... Huh? What? It's also not moving, is it?
Dire's bottom tower
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. We're just going to sit here and stare at the timer while the game happens.
Okay. Roche respawns at minute 33. It's 3 minutes.
Yeah, so it's when it hits like 3 o'clock.
Isn't it just weird?
Yes.
How do you...
This is one of those funny things that it's like Valve has probably put way more time into this one than what like they have into a lot of other bigger, more important things, just because it's like so hard to get it right. The clock is just weird, man. It used to like, God, there were so many different stages with the clock, the old designs. I personally wasn't even a fan of the most recent design, but I'm not sure how you do it better, because they really don't want to go digital with it. My immersion.
Maybe we should talk about Lesh going into our Octarine core first.
No
early.
BKB. What do you think?
He has a smaller BKB. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Glimmer cape.
That's a very small BKB considering what he's up against.
A miniature BKB.
And now he's got some right click to deal with as well anyway, so I'm not sure. Maybe he just feels like the BKB isn't really that good as the game goes
It's just like what you said. It's just a Dota game. You know, you have to take a risk right now because you're behind. So maybe the Octarine core will pay off in a fight, and it's gonna be worth it rather than just going BKB, which is standard. And the opponent they still have a lot of physical damage, and your team desperately needs the Lash to do a lot of damage in a fight. So it's kind of like the mentality you mentioned just now.
Yeah, they do have the Ags now on the clock, so he's got a lot of flexibility here. Ooh, Rocket looks different. It's got more of an arc to it. It looks like artillery. Requiem now used on the fixers. All so much for the Glimmer Cape, huh, Winter? Kai will go down. That's 2. Mushi off the bat, forcing out the buyback from the left strike. Pounding into Miracle. He's going to drive him back here. Oh, that hook just barely missing. Miracle blinking away at the last moment, but Glimpse was waiting for him. No Static Storm Kinetic Field combo. They're going to back off. Happy that they forced the buyback.
Damn, he was so calm. I have to say, I have to commend him. That glimpse, I think a lot of players would have just popped BKB there. He was so calm not to use his BKB. In the end, he saved his BKB. It might be crucial for the next fight, having 1 more second against this lineup. He needs every bit of his BKB. But the Lash, like you mentioned, is forced to use his buyback, so a lot of economical damage has been done to the Lash progression, you know, in his items. He needs a lot of items this game.
He needs Bloodstone charges. He's going the wrong way here, down to 6 charges at 33 minutes.
He's being pushed the wrong way by FNATIC.
You might say. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And Black's getting close to that, either Satanic or his first damage item. And by the way, this has to be like Ancient stack number 8, I feel, at this point.
I think when you go back to his item selections, he just needs to build so that he doesn't die. He doesn't die from the burst. So possible Skadi or Satanic. I think he don't really need damage for this game because he's in the fights. What's happening is he gets focused even though he's BKB by the Queen of Pain, or when he doesn't pop his BKB, he gets fissured from like a fog position. He doesn't see the shaker. He's hitting the tower and he gets fissured and combo down. So I think he just needs to go for more survivability.
Well, he gets a butterfly, but considering it's mostly magic damage and nukes here, we'll see if it actually helps him stay alive.
It's still right clicks though. I mean, it's still
kind of a hybrid pickup.
Yeah, it's very hybrid. It helps with it doesn't help against everything, but it still gives you damage.
And they are going to walk into the Roche pit now, Winter. Can First Departure contest this? If they want to go, they got to go right now. And they're not leaving the base, so they're going to be up against an Aegis and potentially a second death push. Black will be the man to take it.
The last defense, this is.
Is this where we queue up the Imperial March? Dum,
You have your-
bum, bum, bum,
You have your
ba-bum,
last
bum,
dinners here, you know.
ba-bum.
The steak.
Bum, 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 ba-bum, bum, ba-bum.
Go up
Meow.
to you.
I can't do the horn so well. That's gonna be tougher. But they'll push in now. Black is working on the tower, and they're gonna force the issue very quickly. This tower really dropping fast. They get off a stun on Black here. Still the Aegis carrier. Doesn't have that Satanic, so any damage done here is quite significant. Charge comes through. Will connect on him now. The BKB commitment. Diving onto Mushi. Hana's baited his team in super deep, but Black single-handedly keeps the rest of them back. Now the BKB on cooldown. They do take down the Gyrocopter once. Can they kill him a second time? Mushi focusing on the range racks. They blink. Echoing, looking to chain stun down Black, but he got off his BKB, and now the Requiem unwinds, catching out the whole squad. And that's it for First Departure. Massacred in the shadow of their tier 4s. It's 5 down, and it's GG. FNATIC destroying FD here in game number 1.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
They just played very good as a team, I think, in general. The lanes went really well for them, and they had much better lineup at team fight, you know. They only lost, I think, 1 or 2 team fights, and they won the rest. And even the team fights where they lost, we were talking about, oh, Mushi didn't get his mech off. There were reasons why they lost the team fight. It wasn't even because of FD doing something majorly impressive. So FNATIC just had the better team fight lineup, and lanes went really well for them. So they were able to utilize the team fight they have. Like usually when you have a team fight draft, you don't have strong lanes, right? So sometimes you don't get away with it. But this game, they had really good team fight, and they get away with it with an advantage from the lanes, and they just played very well with the lead they had from the lanes and the lineup.
I couldn't agree more, Winter. And with that, it wraps up Game 1. FNATIC leading 1-0 in the best of 5. But it is a best of 5, guys. So hold on, relax. We've got a lot more Dota coming your way. Stick around. Game 2 after this.